Hi everyone, it's Beth from SweetHearts and I'm here today with the lovely Hannah. So today I've got a very exciting video for you. It's going to be part 1 and part 2. So part 1 is going to be a style that I posted maybe 2 weeks ago, and it was like a side sort of waterfall twist braid thing and everybody went mad for it. So that's going to be part 1, and then part 2 I'm going to morph it into a sort of Mohawk style which looks amazing. I'm really excited about showing you this style, so let's get started. Okay guys, so what I've done with Hannah's hair is I've used our SweetHearts volumizer. I've just taken sections, clamped down on every section. It's just given a little bit of indentation to the hair, which helps with the grip with this style, but that is optional, okay? You don't have to do that. I've done this style without volumizing. And then what I've done is I've just taken a slice of hair. If you can just actually pop your chin forward a little bit, sorry Han, right the way down for me babes. Okay, so starting at the front there, I brought my comb around, and I'll just show you from this side. So all the way around there to the other side, so you've sort of been left with that shape at the bottom. So next I'm going to be using a little bit of this spray clay by Sexy Hair. The reason being it's going to again help me with grip, okay? I'll probably be using 2 products in this video. A little bit of the Sexy Hair, possibly some of the dry wax spray if I feel it gets a bit fly away. But I'm just going to, just close your eyes 1 second, spray this top part here, and then more importantly this section here of the hair to really help with grip. Okay guys, so to start this style I'm going to take a section of Hannah's hair, but can you see how my comb's going up? Because I want this to look like a Mohawk style. Now this is a very, very small section of hair because Hannah's hair is a little bit shorter from the front and a lot of people's is. So what I might need to do is add into this later on, but I'll show you how to do that. But to start with, you've taken that slice of hair and I want you to divide it into 2. The first thing I'm going to do is take this right hand section and I'm going to pass it over the top of the left hand section like that. And then I'm going to take a really small section of hair all the way up, and this small section of hair is going to go through that cross section there. So watch, put it through the middle, let it go that side, and again I'm going to cross this right hand section over the left. Can you see guys, that's almost like locked that little section in. That's what you're going to be doing each turn that you do with these 2 bits of hair. You're going to be locking that in. So we'll go again. I'm taking hold of this section here that I've just gathered up. It's going to go through here. So through it goes. Like that. You can let that bit go. And then you're going to be locking it in by turning this right one over the left. Watch. So lock it in. So for now guys, I want you to make sure that you're still taking these sections up with your comb, okay? Because you want it to look like a Mohawk. So you don't want them to come sort of diagonal. You want them to go straight up at the temple like that. So it's going to go through these ones again, so through it goes, and then I'm going to do my turn, locking it in. I'm going to continue doing this, and then when I've done a few more sections I'm going to teach you how to sort of turn this braid so it starts to come more horizontal. Okay guys, so these 2 original strands that I started with are starting to look a little bit thin and a bit short. Now if you've got long hair at the front, you won't need to do this bit, but I am going to add to these 2 strands a little bit. I'm going to borrow a little bit of hair from here, and hopefully we won't see it as we take the other strands up, just to thicken up these 2 sections, okay? So I'm just going to borrow a little bit of hair, And I can do this a few times along the way just to give me enough hair, because these two sections have got to be enough to get me all the way to the nape of the neck. So I'm just adding this little bit of hair that I've borrowed into this right section to start with. And on my next one, I'll add into this one. Okay, so that's that one thickened up now. Go back to what we were doing, which is taking that strand really fine, nice and sort of vertical, isn't it, at this point? So really up from that temple line. And you're just going to do exactly the same. So it goes in the middle. Turn it once to lock it in. And yeah, we've definitely got away with that. We can't see that bit of hair that we've borrowed. So now you can see that that one's much, much thinner. So I'm going to do the same again and borrow a little bit of hair from here. And now we're ready to add that slice in, guys. Okay guys, now I'm near the ear, what I'm going to do is, instead of taking sort of a rectangular shaped section, I'm going to start taking a triangular shaped section just to be able to work that hair around, okay? So it's a tiny bit from the hairline, ever so slightly going thicker as I'm going up. So with this braid, guys, you've just basically got to be really patient. Don't be tempted to take big sections of hair, okay? You want them to be nice and fine, because the hair's being taken away from where it naturally wants to fall, and you've only got these two strands holding it up. So really take very, very fine sections so it really stands up nicely, otherwise it'll kind of come away from the head and just won't have the same effect. So make sure, guys, as you come past the ear, that you're angling your hands this way, okay? You don't want to be braiding that way, because you want these to stay nice and tight, okay? So you're trying to stay on that part line that you created at the beginning. So can you see how my hands are sort of coming here instead of over there? Because I don't want this to get baggy. You can pull at these sections afterwards, but it's best to try and get it as tight as you can. Okay guys, so last few sections, make sure you keep the tension when you're twisting those strands, okay? Really keep these last few strands nice and tight. I think I'm going to make 2 or 3 unbelievably out of that tiny bit of hair. And then I'm just going to pop an elastic in the bottom to hold it all together. Okay guys, so I've just got a little elastic now. Really want to make sure you keep this tight, so be careful how you're putting this elastic in. Hopefully I'm not hurting Han. She's been very brave if I am. Okay guys, so I'm just going to individually go now and just give these a little bit of a pull, just to make sure they're as tight as possible. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of wax spray. So this little piece of hair here, guys, I am going to sort of pull this out of the way, and how I'm going to secure it is just by borrowing a little bit of hair from here and then just combining them together and putting a little elastic in. Okay, so I kind of like the hair as it is, but I think it's going to look better with a bit of volume coming away from that braid. So what I'm going to do is just take a slice of hair, like that, spray it, and then do a bit of back comb on this side just to give that a nice curve to the hair. And I'm just going to do the same to this section of hair here as well. So once you put that back comb in, guys, you're going to get this hair and put it back over to this side, and then you're going to shape it with your brush, okay? So you're just going to really lightly brush over the top and start to give it a nice shape. Right guys, I'm going to do a little spin for you now, so okay guys, so that is part 1 finished. I absolutely love it, but now I'm going to show you another way to do this style, and then you can tell me which one you prefer. So part 2 is going to be exactly the same braid on the other side, okay? So again, I'm just going to be crossing this top one, the right one, over the left. Passing that strand of hair through the middle, and then crossing again to lock it in. And I'm just going to continue doing that all the way around, exactly like we did the other side, okay? Okay guys, so I've finished doing the other side, okay? Brushing through this hair, and then what I'm going to do is a really quick curl through Hannah's hair with a wand. Okay guys, so I've put that curl through, and now I'm just spraying a bit of that clay spray again to give me that texture to the curl. And then I'm just going to divide the curls up so she looks a little bit less like Bo Peep. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of spray and back comb into this top section here. So then I'm just sort of pinning up this mass of curls, okay, get it out my way. And then I'm going to twist up this hair and just use some bobby pins just to pin it up. And then I'm going to take this piece of hair here, guys, right, and I'm just going to pin it down so I've got a little bit of that curl just coming by the neckline. Next guys, you're going to release all this hair, okay, and you're basically just going to grab hold of these curls and just kind of hold it and shape it into the style that you want, and then pin it. Make sure that if there's any curls that are clumped together like that, that you do sort of use your fingers and split them up, okay? So this front bit here, I kind of don't want to sweep that back. I want some of the curls to fall forward as though Hannah's got like a curly fringe. So again, I'm just using the clay spray and I'm just going to angle these curls forward. So this is part 2 finished. I have a favourite. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, but I would love for you to comment underneath if you prefer part 1 or part 2. So I'm going to do a quick spin with hand for you. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and we will do another video for you very soon. Bye!